and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh. Give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Zainab Ahmad.
May it please the court, I move that Zainab Ahmad be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zainab Ahmed be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gopika Ayapan Ariad.
May it please the court, I move that Gopika Ayapan Ariad be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gopika Ayapan Ariad be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christian Kyrillos Botros.
May it please the court, I move that Christian Kyrillos Botros be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Let Christian Kyrillos Botros be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Cassandra Elizabeth Bruce.
Would you move the admission of Ms. Bruce?
May it please the court, I move that Cassandra Elizabeth Bruce be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Thank you. Let Cassandra Elizabeth Bruce be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Henry John Bruce.
May it please the court, I move that Henry John Bruce be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Henry John Bruce be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Matilda Lily Byrne.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Matilda Lily Byrne be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Matilda Lily Byrne be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
James Denzel Clark.
May it please the court, I move that James Denzel Clark be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let James Denzel Clark be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eden Renee Corbett.
May it please the court, I move that Eden Renee Corbett be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Eden Renee Corbett be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lachlan Jack Campbell Cumming.
May it please the court, we move that our son, Lachlan Jack Campbell Cumming, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lachlan Jack Campbell Cumming be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Georgia Louise De Bono.
May it please the court, I move that Georgia Louise De Bono be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Georgia Louise De Bono be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Christian Louis Labiano Dingle.
May it please the court, I move that Christian Louis Labiano Dingle be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Christian Louis Labiano Dingle be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Portia Gowrie Ferdinand.
May it please the court, I move that Portia Gowrie Ferdinand be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Portia Gowrie Ferdinand be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ella Gorton Furphy.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Ella Gorton Furphy be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ella Gorton Furphy be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kristen Georgina Teresa Galea.
May it please the court, I move that Kristen Georgina Teresa Galea be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kristen Georgina Teresa Galea be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jack Edward Gubar.
May it please the court, I move that Jack Edward Gubar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jack Edward Gubar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Davin Adi Hatanto.
May it please the court, I move that Davin Adi Hatanto be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Davin Adi Hatanto be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Jane Rose Hendren.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Jane Rose Hendren be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Jane Rose Hendren be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maggie Chin Heng Huang.
May it please the court, I move that Maggie Ching Heng Huang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Maggie Chin Heng Huang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alice Mary Island.
May it please the court, I move that Alice Mary Island be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alice Mary Ireland be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Peter James Lees.
May it please the court, I move that Peter James Lees be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Peter James Lees be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shah Leo.
May it please the court, I move that Shah Lu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shah Lu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yen Lin Long.
May it please the court, I move that Yen Li Law be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Yet Yan Lun Lo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tracy Charlotte McCorkadale.
May it please the court, I move that Tracy Charlotte McCorkadale be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tracy Charlotte McCorkadale be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zena Maroon.
May it please the court, I move that Zena Maroon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zena Maroon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Keely Monique Howard McDermott.
May it please the court, I move that Keely Monique Howard McDermott be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Keely Monique Howard McDermott be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Andrew Bruce Milne.
May it please the court, I move that Andrew Bruce Milne be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Andrew Bruce Milne be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kyla Louise Montgomery.
May it please the court, I move that Kayla Louise Montgomery be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kayla Louise Montgomery be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jacobus Nicholas Mulder.
May it please the court, I move that Jacobus Nicholas Mulder be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jacobus Nicholas Mulder be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael Jaden O'Neill.
May it please the court, I move that my brother Michael Jaden O'Neill be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Michael Jaden O'Neill be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kevin Kwong Dong Park.
May it please the court, I move that my brother Kevin Kwangdong Park be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kevin Kwandong Park be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anna Jane Peterson.
May it please the court, I move that Anna Jane Peterson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anna Jane Peterson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lara Maria Phillips.
May it please the court, I move that Lara Maria Phillips be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lara Maria Phillips be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shelley Kate Potter.
May it please the court, I move that Shelley Kate Potter be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shelley Kate Potter be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Disha Rangi.
May it please the court, I move that Disha Rangi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Disha Rangi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Varsha Rani.
May it please the court, I move that Varsha Rani be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Varsha Rani be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michael Percy Rice.
May it please the court, I move that Michael Percy Rice be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Michael Percy Rice be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nashita Fatima Sami.
May it please the court, I move that Nashita Fatima Sami be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nashita Fatima Sami be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Garima Sharma.
May it please the court, I move that Garima Sharma be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Garima Sharma be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Abby Maisie Shilson Jostling.
May it please the court, I move that Abby Maisie Shilson Jostling be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Abby Maisie Shilson Jostling be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lara Smetanikov.
May it please the court, I move that Lara Smetanikov be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lara Smetanikov be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olympia Rosa Stambe.
May it please the court, I move that Olympia Rosa Stamby be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olympia Rosa Stamby be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Paul William Thomas.
May it please the court, I move that Paul William Thomas be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Paul William Thomas be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Otilia Louise Ines Thompson.
May it please the court, I move that Otilia Louise Innes Thompson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Otilia Louise Inez Thompson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lapke Tui.
May it please the court, I move that Lap K. Sue be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lap K. Sue be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Maylam Mustafa Vasi.
May it please the court, I move that Maylum Mustafa Vasi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Maylum Mustafa Vasi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yin Thin Yap.
May it please the court, I move that Yin Thin Yap be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Yet let Yin Thin Yap be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jia Yu Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Jia Yu Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ya Yu Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alice Yihui Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Alice Yihui Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alice Yihui Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Susan Zhang.
May it please the court, I move that Susan Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Susan Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will be necessary for those applicants whose admission have been moved to stand and remain standing for the purposes of swearing an oath or making a declaration. Please stand as directed by the court officer.
Would the first two rows to my right please stand? Thank you. Zainab Ahmed. Gopika Ayapan Ariad. Christian Kirolos Botros. Cassandra Elizabeth Bruce. Henry John Bruce. Matilda Lily Byrne. James Denzel Clark. Eden Renee Corbett. Lachlan Jack Campbell Cumming. Georgia Louise De Bono. Christian Louis Labiano Dingle. Portia Gary Ferdinand. Ella Gorton Furphy. Kristen Georgina Teresa Galea. Jack Edward Gubar. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. Would the next two rows, 3 and 4, please stand? Davin Adi Hatanto. Sarah Jane Rose Hendren. Maggie Chin Heng Huang. Alice Mary Island, Peter James Lees, Sha Lu, Yen Lun Lo, Tracy Charlotte McCorkadale, Zena Maroon, Keely Monique Howard McDermott, Andrew Bruce Milne, Kayla Louise Montgomery, Jacobus Nicholas Mulder, Michael Jaden O'Neill, Kevin Kwong Dong Park, Anna Jane Peterson, Lara Maria Phillips, Shelley Kate Potter, Disha Rangi, Varsha Rani, Michael Percy Rice. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? I do. Thank you. Please be seated. Would the two rows to my left please stand? Nashita Fatima Sami, Garima Sharma, Abby Maisie Shilson Josling, Lara Smitanikov, Olympia Rose Stanby, Paul William Thomas, Ottilia Louise Innes Thompson, Lapke Tsu, Mei Lam Mustafa Vasi, Yinthin Yap, Jia Yu Zhang, Alice Yi Hui Zhang, Susan Zhang. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? I do. Thank you. Please be seated.
Now that the initial formal part of this ceremony has concluded, may I, on behalf of the Chief Justice and all of the judges of New South Wales, welcome you all to the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Present with me on the bench today is Justice Hamill of the Common Law Division to my right, and Justice Henry of the Equity Division to my left. Together, we constitute the court that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. We have done so sitting on the land for which the Gadigal of the Eora Nation have cared and been custodians for thousands of years. The court pays its respects to elders past and present, and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. To all of the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We know how hard you have all worked to get here. It is a memory, I can assure you, that never really leaves you. I'm also pleased to welcome here today those with you who are present and those watching on the live stream. For many of you, the support of your family and friends has been invaluable. No doubt they have also been on the receiving end of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion. I encourage you to take the time to thank them. Depending on how your skills as an advocate are going, you may even be able to convince them to shout you a civilised dinner to celebrate the day. In being admitted as a lawyer to this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession, with the custom of advocates swearing an oath to admission to practice dating back to the 12th century. This court first admitted lawyers in 1824, nearly 200 years ago, and by 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto the rolls in this state, as you will do immediately after this ceremony. Your admission ceremony falls at a particularly historic time. It is within just a few weeks after the 200-year anniversary of the issue of the letters patent comprising the Third Charter of Justice, which established this court, and was the document by which our first Chief Justice, Sir Francis Forbes, was appointed. We celebrate that bicentenary in May next year. This ceremony is attended by unique formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by someone who is already a member of the profession, and that you have made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers. They are all witnesses to the serious promises and undertakings you have made. In terms of tradition and formality, you will see from the portraits on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, in some cases, not of my fellow judges, literally, as have been worn by our predecessors. Symbolically, that highlights the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales, although the judges wearing the robes are now drawn from an increasingly diverse pool. As to the continuity of the rule of law, in a world in which there is much global uncertainty and insecurity, the rule of law is more important than ever, and not simply a phrase of some theoretical import. It is the opposite of the arbitrary abuse of power and the rule of autocratic dictators and populists. There is nothing theoretical about that. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will lead you all in many directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation that you have just made is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. Whether you work in private practice, at the bar, in a community legal centre, a Crown Law Office, a government department or agency, or in an entirely different field, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice, and you must strive at all times to uphold these cardinal values. Notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending this ceremony, the life of the law is dynamic, and not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. We have seen in recent years, hastened by the pandemic, a rapid shift in the use of technology in our courtrooms, which has contributed to a reduction in costs and logistical difficulties for some litigants, as well as delivering greater workplace flexibility, especially for practitioners with family responsibilities and those who practice in regional and remote communities. While the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, the practice of law has a human nature and human reaction at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, perform under pressure, and deal with each other. There have also, of course, been other important changes in our profession that deserve attention in addition to those brought about more recently by the pandemic. The composition of the profession is increasingly diverse, not only in terms of gender, but also in terms of ethnic diversity. In terms of gender, the profession has changed dramatically. In New South Wales, women were originally not even permitted to practice. But since 2018, women have made up more than half of all solicitors with a practicing certificate in New South Wales, and currently make up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 30. Moreover, some of the most senior positions in the law in Australia are held by distinguished female lawyers, including the immediate past Chief Justice of the High Court, and as well the Chief Justices of the Federal Court of Australia, the Supreme Courts of Victoria, Queensland, and the Australian Capital Territory. This state's Director of Public Prosecutions and Senior Public Defender, and the Presidents of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society of New South Wales are all distinguished female practitioners. There should also be strong representation of lawyers from the many different backgrounds which comprise our cosmopolitan community. Diverse representation amongst solicitors, advocates, and judges assists in ensuring that all people who come involved in our justice system and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. The admission ceremonies upon which I have sat, including this ceremony, highlight that there is a far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when I commenced practice, sadly, too long ago. That is a very good thing, and the leaders of the profession and the courts are working hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity. That in turn builds trust in and respect for the judiciary and the legal profession. Let me now offer a little bit of professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools that you have developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and the administration of justice. At various points of your career, you will make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all make mistakes from time to time. When you make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility. Correct what you can and learn from those errors. One mistake that you must never make is to give your clients the advice you think they want to hear. That will not be good advice, and they will not welcome it in the long run when the true picture emerges. Being a lawyer means that you are an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, an advocate, and as you go about your day-to-day work, you should remember that you are not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum, but rather law as it applies to the lives of people and the businesses with which you will come to deal. An individual in need of your services as a lawyer is, in many cases, an individual facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis, affecting his or her liberty, their property, their personal well-being, or health or financial position. For these reasons, you must always strive to deliver legal services not only competently and fearlessly, but always with courtesy, integrity, and sensitivity to the circumstances of the matter. In this context, I wish to emphasise the importance of civility and respect. Aspects of the law, especially if you are involved in the litigation side of practice, are confrontational. The practice of the law can be stressful and demanding enough without personal animus and antagonism between professional practitioners adding to the load. It is essential that you maintain your detachment, your balance, and good humour, remembering at all times that you are members of a profession, not a business. You ought to show respect to your fellow lawyers and, where appropriate, their clients. And remember this, the best advocates can and do make their point simply and succinctly. Often, less is more. Some of the most experienced lawyers and judges could also use that reminder from time to time. I don't include my fellow judges in that remark. For a non-lawyer, law is often incomprehensible. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make the law accessible to others, sometimes by deciphering legal complexities, other times by deciphering poor legal drafting, and sometimes by simply getting to the bottom of very messy factual situations and explaining them in their proper legal frameworks. Strive to be clear and concise at all times, in both your writing and your speaking. To do so facilitates access to justice. If I had the power, I would ban Latin phrases, but the Chief Justice hasn't given me that power yet. In the practice of the law, your physical and mental health are both extremely important. There may, and I dare say will be, times when you feel overwhelmed, burnt out, distressed, and that is because legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. You must work hard to keep your balance and keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it all, as frankly we all have from time to time, try to take a step back and recapture some perspective. Also remember that the law is a highly collegiate profession. In this context, let me now call upon the young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and Law Society to say a few words. Ms. Kearney, do you move?
May it please the Court. My name is Maggie Carney and I came to the bar in 2022. I practice predominantly in commercial and corporations law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you all to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's values as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and all backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case, a barrister, and I am proud to be a member of the legal profession. I enjoy the intellectual challenge of my job, and that it allows me to give expert advice to and represent people in court, and to contribute to society in a meaningful way. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association or have a look at its website, and each year there is a Career at the Bar open day. In your first year of practice, you are a reader and receive particular assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority, who meet with you weekly, review your work and teach you practical skills. But the support you will receive is not just limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association, which is the professional body that supports barristers, and it has a range of committees, including a new barristers committee, of which I'm a member, which organises social and educational functions for 0 to 5 year barristers like myself, and a diversity and equality committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the Bar Association, which is to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual preference. Whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the Law Society or Bar Association and to use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you all to the legal profession, and I congratulate you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the Court.
Thanks, McKerney. Mr. Musri, do you move?
May it please the Court. My name is Bernie Musri, and not so long ago I was where you are today. And what a tremendous day it is for all of you. You're here, being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. And you should all feel immensely proud of everything you've achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, as you are now, I had no real idea of what to expect. There were, and I dare say likely remain, many uncertain challenges ahead to overcome. But as I stand here today, after just a few years of working as a solicitor, I can tell you that I've already learned a thing or two. And one of the most significant things that I've learned is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state. We're bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities, as well as to uphold the rule of law, a duty which also now rests with each of you. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That's why I've been a part of the Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers branch for about 6 years. Here, amongst opportunities to advocate and join committees, I found friendship, inspiration, guidance, and help when I needed it the most. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you'll gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It's the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive in your new profession. So again, warm congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community.
Thank you, Mr. Busry. Can I say this to you all in closing? The law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging, and satisfying, and populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic people. You should be proud to be a lawyer. You should be proud of your achievements to date and the profession you have just joined. It is a very important profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community. You are now a very important part of that very important profession. Work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead and a full and rewarding career. On behalf of the Chief Justice and of the judges of the Supreme Court, I once again congratulate each of you on your admission and welcome each of you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.